Today, from Seattle, Washington, this is Madden Football on EA Sports. The Seattle Seahawks taking on Justin Fields and the Chicago Bears.
It is loud and it is wet as we welcome you inside Lumen Field on your standard rain-filled afternoon in Seattle, Washington. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Chicago Bears and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. Fielded right around the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. It didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
Here's Carson. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run again with Carson. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. They look to throw. It's Locke. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we going to have like a 9-6 type of a game? And then the pressure goes on the punters, who often hold for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap and get the ball down so they can kick it?
On first down, Fields. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Looking to throw again on second down. Fields. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Man open, that's Byron Pringle complete. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal. From the left hash, this from 37. Santos' kick is up and through. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Now it's Carson. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. A 40-yard punt will return, and the Bears take over. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Play action. It's Fields. Got an open man. It's Pringle. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now it's Fields. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Throwing again is Fields. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. First carry now for David Montgomery. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Nothing after 1 on EA Sports. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Here's Fields. Crossing route, and he hits his man. It's Jones. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line. So the penalty rightfully declined. They'll keep the yardage on the completion.
Still some disagreement by the defense, though, because he thought that was just good, strong coverage, and the contact's going both ways, so why is there a flag? In the end, though, doesn't matter. Still a completed pass.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Following the penalty, Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Fields. And he will slide to a halt with a penalty marker down on the play. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Out of the gun, Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Fields on third down. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
Now, this is a feeling I can relate to all too well. Deflation on third and short. Excellent coverage. Took away all the short routes, but the one person who wasn't accounted for, the quarterback. And he used his legs to hot-foot it for a first down.
Fields going to keep it once more. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Jones now on the jet sweep. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw, Fields. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
It made some nice plays that give themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. Santos' kick is up and through, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. DJ Dallas to return it from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Robert Quinn. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. This is Carson. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be 3rd down now with still a long way to go to get to the first down marker.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They'll run for the first time with Rashad Penny. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. .31 yards on the punt there. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And their 2 drives thus far both led to points, albeit both field goals, so the lead just 6-0, but the ability to move the ball is evident.
Well, that's, heartening, as they say, but it's not what they're about. What they're about is putting the ball in the end zone and putting 6s on the board. So if you're the offensive coordinator, you like what you're doing, but you don't love it. You've got to find a way to ring that bell. Then you can have a little self-satisfied grin. Right now, a little more determination is needed.
Fields on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Fields. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Here's 2nd and a yard. To throw is Fields. They'll set up the screen to Herbert. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, they've certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Fields. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Second and 3 from the 9. Fields now to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Fields. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a 1st down.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Velus Jones as the first half is winding down. And the Bears will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he's got it to make it now 13-0. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was Velus Jones who finished things off with a touchdown grab. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, BG, thanks very much, and welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports halftime report. This game's had a little bit of everything thus far, and certainly plenty to look forward to as the teams are right back out there for the second half. So we'll get right back out there as well, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. But the Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective, is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Boy, the pursuit there, terrific from the linebacking core.
Oh, it certainly was, because so many times on an option play, you'll see a linebacker make a beeline for the quarterback and then zip, one cut, and he's grasping at air. But this time, he locked in on him the whole way, took an excellent angle, and his grasp came up with the quarterback.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Running left, Montgomery. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Back to throw. Fields. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 42. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Looking to throw on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14. Fields going to keep it once more. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. The Fields going to take this himself, and he is going to lose yardage here. That one is blown up by Jordan Brooks, the linebacker. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good, and the lead will hold at 13. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They run it with Carson. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And he's got the first down before being 6. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll run on first down. Carson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 44, Locke. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 34-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
They go back to Carson here on second. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, 26 yards. And the Seahawks are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. So there you go. They needed a big play, and they got one there on the touchdown run.
And that was a very important drive. Of course, they all are when you're trailing in the second half. But what I really liked, they didn't panic. They knew they still had time to run the football and keep playing their game.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And that'll make it 13-7. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And it was all capped off by the Chris Carson touchdown run. The touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From the 10. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Chicago offense set to get started. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Starting on the ground with Herbert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 36. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Back to throw. Fields. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. On third down they go Montgomery. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. Santos' kick is up and through. And now it's a two-score game at 9, 16-7. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So now Locke and the Seahawks down by 9. A little under a minute 50 remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Now Locke. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Locke. His throw incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Locke to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
Now Locke, gotta have this one. Gets this to Fant. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Locke's trying to hurry him up with that clock running. Here's Locke. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. A lot of ground to cover here for Locke and the Seahawks. 3rd and long after that sack. Locke to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Locke gonna go on 4th down. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going.
So the awareness of knowing where the first down marker is not just for the offense. I mean, his defense has to understand that too, and they gave up a huge one there.
Oh, yeah, this is one of those situations defensively. You're just counting on getting the football back.
No doubt about it. You've already projected yourself to the bench and with a little bit of smile on your face for having stopped them, and now you've got to regroup and play again.
Back to throw. Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 12 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well. To throw is Locke. Going right back to Fant. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Now Locke. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition, work in the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
One final try for Locke. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone, as time has run out on this ball game. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense.